Hello, my name is Fiona Stanton from Fee's Papercraft and welcome to June's 2020 Class in a Box One Sheet Wonder class. First thing I'm going to do is show you how to cut the DSP. You've got all the cut instructions there. So first cut we're doing the in colour DSP at the top there. So we're going to do 5 5/8, which is that one there. And cut that down. And you'll get this strip here, which is 3/8 wide by 6. We're going to keep that to one side. And then we do this one at 2. So we want 3 7/8 is the easiest one to do. So that's the size I use for my normal matting and layering. And then we've got this size here, which is 2 1/8 by 5 5/8. And this strip here, which is 6 by 3/8. So that's the In Colour Designer Series paper one done. The next one is in a Good Taste Designer Series paper. So first of all, we're going to do a square 3 7/8. Okay, so that's one. And then we're just going to line that up and cut that into 2 triangles. Like that. And we've got this one, which we're going to cut into half. So that's going to be 1 1/16 there. That's a little bit tricky. Like that. Then these ones we're going to cut at 2 inches to make squares that are 2 by 2 1/8. So a bit of an odd shape, but we use all the paper. So this one we're going to make 3 cards out of. That's 1 card, that's a second card, the 2 triangles, and that's a third card. With the yellow, with the In Colour, the Bumblebee In Colour Designer Series paper, we're going to make 2 cards. Okay, thank you very much. This is the first card we are going to be making. So you'll have all the bits and pieces already cut. I'll show you how the punch works. You already have your bits punched out already, and you'll have your bits. You'll have to cut your own paper like we just did, but you'll have everything embossed and cut, die cut if that's what is needed. So what I'm going to do first, I think, is I'm going to do the stamping, and then I might do that punching first of all. So what punch are we? So this is the lovely U punch. It's not called that. I think it's Pick a Pennant Punch or something like that. The link will be down below. Everything will be linked in your notes and down below. So we're using that one. So let me just punch this out. You need, I would say you need your cardstock to at least 2.5 inches long for you to be able to maneuver it into here. You could use sticky notes to make a kind of handle for yourself. It does get a bit fiddly when it's smaller. You need to just make sure you got things lined up properly. Otherwise it looks a bit odd. But once you put it all together, it seems to work. There we go. Okay, I'll get rid of that. Right, so this is the stamp set, Lovely You. So this goes with the punch. It's nice to have a stamp and punch bundle. Don't always get them. Let's make sure. I did my cards a while ago, so sometimes trying to remember what colours I use can be a bit tricky, but we'll get there. There we go. Yes, that was the right colour. Right, there we go. And then let me get my cleaner. Okay, Right, and then on this one, just at the top, we're going to stamp some of these flowers. Oh, it's a leaf. It's one flower and a leaf. Let me get it right. Got some nice stamps in here. And what I did with this, again, this one was a Flirty Flamingo. Just random. I'm using a different flower. You can use whatever kind of flower stamps you have. I don't mind though if I misstamp, and I'm obviously just going to stamp it and a couple of times with one inking, and this gives it a nice kind of layered effect without too much effort. And then in Petal Pink we're going to do the other one. And the same thing, ink it once and stamp it off a couple of times, and you get a nice kind of layered effect. And this just frames the sentiment that we're going to be putting on. But we're going to be using some vellum. I do like vellum in cards. Now I know somebody was asking how to use vellums and how to attach it. Now this card is not so problemsome in attaching vellum. I like to use Snail, which will be replaced soon by Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. But at the moment I'm just using my Snail up. So I'm just going to, you won't see the bottom anyway. So this one, make sure I put it the right way. And then I just put a little corner up there. And this has been embossed with the Old World paper embossing folder that goes with the World of Time suite. And this can just get layered up onto our cardstock. Like that. So you can see, you can't really see the snail that much in there. So snail is probably quite a good one for using, or this kind of tape pen, and which will be Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. So Stampin' Seal is going to be like the snail, and Stampin' Seal Plus will be extra strong for more 3D projects, boxes and things like that. So when I get some, I will show you what they're like, because I haven't tried them yet. Right, so this is your square that will layer up your triangular designer series paper pieces. So you'll just need to cut it in half like that. And then we can layer our designer series paper pieces on top. And it gives it a nice fine edge, because we're going to have a lot of pink on there anyway. Or sorry, not pink, Magenta Madness. I'm a demonstrator, I should know all the names. Okay, and this just goes on card front. Like that. So there's lots of layers in the front in some respects. You'll take your time to make sure everything's nicely lined up, but that works. Let me just get my dimensionals. So just put my label together, my sentiment together. And then and lay that out with some dimensionals. And then we're just going to put on a dot, which you'll get in your pack. I've just thrown them. As you do, I've just thrown them on the floor. So that is card number 1, using our One Sheet Wonder. Oh, and that's moved. There.